for 15. We gonna work it out.
Come here. Come here. It's okay. I might leave this in and out. I don't even know.
We just might.
I thought you were at home.
I am at home.
It's
a family affair.
Look at
I'm
the
only
camera.
here
Smile.
because I didn't get
Don't
anything
smile.
to drink when I did my segment on behind the scenes.
Do you want this? Here you go.
I was not offered a Capri Sun.
I don't get it on me. Why don't you? Oh my Lord Jesus!
Cheers, behind the scenes.
Bloopers.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Black History Month. Welcome to Behind the Scenes, show number 24? 24. Next show is show number 25. Ain't that something? I'm glad you guys could join us today. All this month, with it being February, we are celebrating Black history in a wide variety of ways. We're going to be showcasing Black love, Black talent, Black business, whole bunch of cool stuff with Black people, because I'm Black, and the Black life is important. It is important to note Black excellence, because we don't do that a lot in modern society. So I think that's very important that we do that. Mm-hmm. And it's also Family Week. As you can tell, this is my aunt.
Hey, aunt in the house.
We're going to get back to her in just a moment. She's not important right now.
How rude.
One of the new things that we started in the fall season is our brand new segment called Jokes on You. The new thing about the Jokes on You segment, I have to tape it, but I'm going to pick, and I really want you guys to engage on this stuff, because it's going to be really cool. If you want to be shouted out on the air, all you have to do is DM me on Instagram, or whenever I put up little questions on Instagram, on my Instagram is @humanity. Submit your jokes to me. Send me your funniest joke, and if I think it's good enough, if I think it's cool enough, and if I think it's funny, and if I think the people will think it's funny, and if I care enough, I'm going to put it on the show, and I'm going to shout you out on the air. The best joke that I find is going to get a free public shout out on the air. You are going to have so many followers, it isn't even going to be funny. Okay? I trust me on this one. I'm an expert. So here's some of the stuff that I've gotten, and if you think that you can top these jokes, send them in. Here we go. You know what Michael Jackson and the Chicago White Sox have in common? They both wear one glove for no apparent reason. You can put any baseball team. You get the Dodgers. The Dodgers wear one glove. They have a couple rings too. Well, no, rings is basketball, right?
Yeah.
Rings is basketball.
I think they get them in baseball too.
Somebody fact check me on that if baseball people. I know Christmas is long gone by the time this episode comes out, but Mrs. Claus wiped the frosted window pane and gazed outside where she saw Comet, Cupid, Donner, and Blitzen. Those are Mr. and Mrs. Claus's children, if you didn't know. Munching on some hay. She then turned to Santa and proclaimed, "No snow, Nicholas, but it looks like rain, dear." Got it. If the guest laughs, that's how you know that it's a good joke. Give it up for the jokes in your segment, ladies and gentlemen. And yeah, that's it. There you go. This is my aunt, ladies and gentlemen. She's from, like I said, today we're celebrating, well, this month we're celebrating Black history. Today, specifically, we're celebrating Black business.
Amen.
Black wealth, support Black businesses. My guest deals with a lot of hair, as you can tell by her head. She has her own hair care product line, does hair treatments, and is a businesswoman. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to Behind the Scenes, who's been wanting to do this episode, who's been wanting to do an interview for a while now.
Very long time.
Because she does not live out in where we tape this show. Please welcome Samantha Guillmeno.
Hey! Woo, 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 woo. Auntie in the house.
Auntie in the house.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Oh, I'm great.
Good. I see that product be working on you. You got nice hair.
Well, it's a little bit of crochet. Black History Month. Us black women, we're very versatile.
Yes. And look at that skirt she's wearing. Go
Do you like it?
Stand up.
Oh, should I take a bow?
She's a woman of voices too. I forgot to mention that. How are you?
I'm great.
Great. I have some drinks here. I have a Capri Sun.
I'll take a Capri Sun. Brings my inner kid in me.
You right?
Really a Kool-Aid jammer, but it's fine.
Yeah.
Similar situation.
I'll do a tea this time. I always do soda. But
There you go.
I'm gonna get me a Lipton.
Lipton?
Not sponsored. Well, okay, sure. We can say product names.
Oh,
We're not getting paid.
Sorry.
Lipton iced tea.
We're not getting paid.
We're not getting paid, but why not?
I'll keep that in mind in the future.
We'll wait for you to.
Oh.
Because we always do a toast before the interview
Well,
starts.
come on in there. Toast.
Ever did a toast with a Capri Sun before people get that? That's how you know that you're living that fancy life.
Yours truly.
Before we start, plug your hair care line.
Shirley Naturals, LLC. You can definitely follow me on Instagram, IG, at Shirley Naturals, LLC.
At Shirley Naturals, LLC. And I'll put her personal Instagram.
Yes. Website is also www.shirleynaturalsllc.com.
Editing me, you're going to have a lot to do, Chiron-wise. You're welcome. That's a lot of
information.
There's a lot of information to put up. But
it's okay.
Information is important. How did you start that business venture side? Did you always know that you were going to...
I didn't. I actually, when I first moved to Colorado...
She's not from here. Well, she is originally. But
I'm originally from here.
Yeah.
I currently live in Colorado. Mm-hmm. Saying that to say, the owner of the barber shop told me one day, he's like, you're not just a barber, you're an entrepreneur. And sure enough, 2020 hit, COVID hit, we're all on lockdown, and I prayed and I asked God, hey, like, Lord, can you help me on expanding my business? Even though I am a barber currently, what can I do to help my community? Originally, it was, black people, but I've noticed that in Colorado, as dry as it is, a lot of people like my products. But it is, a black-owned business catered to black people in a dry climate. So saying that to say, I prayed when we were all on lockdown. God answered my prayers just by, me coming across videos of different herbs and different plants, different fruit, different things that can actually help your hair and nourish your hair and its growth. So I prayed on it, God answered, and that's how that kind of came to be. I also learned how to do my treatments through that quiet time during lockdown as well.
Good. Don't forget to pray, people.
Yeah, always take things to the Lord.
Amen. I was going to ask you, you said dry climate in Colorado.
It's very dry.
But it's cold.
It can be cold,
and
dry. It can be hot and dry as well, but when it gets cold, it's even worse.
Oh, yeah, because the air kind of freezes out.
So the elevation, here we're by water.
Yeah,
so Colorado is landlocked. So it isn't anybody.
You guys have rivers and stuff.
We got rivers, we got lakes, but it's not like we're flying in, and we got the ocean water right there, and get moisture in the air consistently, right? So if you notice anywhere that's on a coast, there's humidity there.
Right.
Anywhere there's water, there's humidity in the air for the most part, right? So
you mentioned hair Well, you do hair treatments.
I do. So I have two different treatments. Is it like a Lucy
type thing where you have the little machine that she used on Nuki's head?
It's
something similar?
It's kind of funny because I love how you referenced that because I'm like, touche. So there is one. So my moisture treatment, I actually use a heating conditioning cap. So all I do is use my oil that I make. Okay. You can do any oil, but I use the oil that I make and I do a full deep conditioning, deep moisture treatment, and I do use a heating conditioning cap. So that's one that's on a minute scale to implement moisture. And then my other treatment is every ingredient that I infuse in my oil, it's in powder form. So some people have used bentonite clay for their hair and their skin. There are other things, like I'm sure people have heard of the chibi powder. There are different powders that people use to make clay masks. Okay, so all of the ingredients that I infuse my oil with, I actually make a hair mask out of it. And you apply it to your hair, you let it sit, and it not only moisturizes your hair, but it also strengthens your hair.
So you take the clay, help me understand this. You take the clay, you take powder, you turn it to clay.
Yes.
And then you turn it into moisture.
So you implement moisture in that, so you
Got
can
it.
add your oil. So for instance,
What kind of oil? Just
so a carrier oil, so like olive oil, grapeseed, olive oil, grapeseed, sweet almond, anything.
vegetable oil.
Okay, no, not vegetable, because we're not cooking.
Oh,
We're
okay.
not, olive oil you can use for cooking, but
Yeah.
vegetable you frying up some stuff,
I mean, if you want your hair to smell good.
I get it.
Somebody tried that. I want to see somebody.
I highly don't recommend. But if you do, please DM him.
Yeah,
DM him.
please show me that.
That
picture.
might
I
need to
would
go
love
in
see
his
that.
joke segment. That would be fantastic.
Oh my God, we would have so many letters
tune in.
and segments, and oh my goodness,
You just might go viral. So
right?
just
You might make this show go viral because of you, and
absolutely
you might go viral,
because of your obedience,
right?
Okay,
Please.
We need you. We really do.
Some olive oil in your hair.
Yeah. Olive oil is good.
I mean, some vegetable oil.
Yeah, I mean, whichever one.
What about
I would
sunflower
prefer
oil?
olive oil, but yeah. So for instance, you got fenugreek, which is a seed. They have a fenugreek powder, right? So I infuse that in my oil. When you look at, there's one called amla, which is an Indian gooseberry. It's actually a fruit, but they dry that and put that on their hair as well. So there are different herbs and plants and fruits that are dried, right, to actually apply to the scalp. I mean, to the hair and to the scalp, because some of it also detoxifies your hair. So just saying that, yes, to answer your question, there's a powder there are powders from these ingredients that I infuse in the oil already. So I would take grapeseed oil, infuse it with these powders, and it will actually transfer to the oil as you allow it to infuse. The longer it sits, the better. And then when you use it on your hair, it's not only moisturizing your hair and your scalp, it's strengthening and it's promoting growth. I don't label it as growth oil, because I like for it to do its due, and I don't have to put a label on it. It does what it does.
Did you have like a promotional reign? Like how wide did you promote this?
So when I first started everything, so mind you, I prayed and asked God in 2020, and then the prayer was answered. I did the hair mask on my hair, and I said, oh my gosh, like one time in a month, and I struck gold. Wow. So with that, I began to work on that, right? God answered my prayers immediately, and I went to him first. Saying that to say, 2021 to 2022, I had sample bottles I was giving out. I was talking to my clients about it. Hey, I would love for you to test this out. I had one client, he had in his crown area, it was shorter than the rest of everything around the side. He actually spoke at my lunch party, or was a model at my lunch party. Saying that to say, I got to do these test and trial runs, and that was to me promotion, because I was getting it out there, getting feedback too, right? You don't want to launch something and you don't know what's affecting the people. Right. You want to make sure, just because it works for you, you want to make sure that it works for everyone else. Get any feedback about scents, about any allergies, anything like that. So it was really great to be able to do that process for about a year or so before launching.
A year
or so. So 2021 is when I really began to, 2020 to 2021. Mind you, we're on lockdown, right? So
you can't really test.
Yeah, it's COVID, right?
Yeah,
we're in the middle of a pandemic. So once things started to kind of get back to some normalcy, and that gave me time to really figure out my infusion process, right? Infusing the oils. So how I do that, all of that. So I had my time to figure that out. So then once we started getting back to work and some normalcy, I was able to, test it out and, go from there. But
now, how does one infuse oil?
Some people go through heating processes. I don't really heat mines. You can. Even for my butter. I do mango and shea butter. I just realized, okay.
Mango butter.
Wow. Yeah. So the shea nut and the mango nut, they make butter out of them. Okay. Wow. So the seeds. So they make butter out of them. So for the mango, it's a little bit harder in texture regarding, the whipping process. So I try not to heat my butters, but I just learned, okay, let me go ahead and heat my mango butter up so I can whip it with my rosemary and lavender oil. And I make those myself, by the way. So I get the lavender flower, I get the rosemary.
You just make it. This is just completely natural.
Absolutely. Shirley Naturals.
Shirley Naturals, man.
Shirley Naturals.
Surely it is natural.
There you go. I love that.
Go. Look at that. I just gave her a slogan on
tagline.
So now
I'm here for it.
I need at least 50% of profits now.
Well,
at least.
Maybe 10 to 15.
10%. Now, your product line, your hair care line, this extends past shampoo? Like,
So
do you have shampoo?
I don't. I don't have a shampoo. I don't have a conditioner. Someone has asked me about that.
Really? I thought the cream thing that I
The butter
used,
balm?
Yeah, I thought that was conditioner. In a
So
sense.
it's actually shea butter is really good for the hair and the skin. It can soften and condition your hair and also seal in moisture.
Okay.
So it's more so of the aftercare. So someone has asked me about that, but I've never really wanted to get into the shampoo and conditioner unless God leads me down that direction. I would love for it to just stay with the care, right? Because there are so many competitors out there. We know the natural hair movement is booming, okay? You even have celebs in it, right? And so one thing about me, I feel like it's unique in a sense. And I know that there are a lot of oils and creams and leave-ins as well as shampoos and conditioners, but I feel like, all that I'm putting into mine is a little bit different, which makes it unique. And so I kind of like being unique in a sense and not have to be overly complicated with finding out a formula for shampoo and conditioner. But to your point, the shea butter is the shea and the mango are very good ways to keep the hair softened, conditioned, styling, all of it. Yeah. And that's why I really do whip it with the oil too, so it can melt easy. Shea butter and mango butter have a different lower melting point. So mango butter melts way quicker and it absorbs faster. But shea butter, it melts, but it also seals and locks.
Got it.
So it's more of a waxier feel. It will help your hair stay moisturized and locked in for longer. But it just depends. But they're both good for the hair and the skin. So you can use them for either or.
Now, I take it that what you do with barbering and your hair care product kind of go hand in hand?
Yeah, absolutely.
Could you explain that? Like how?
Well, yeah.
Do you use your product? You use your product in your
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So it's just like kind of like I just said, Shearly Naturals, like Mario's Magic Shears, right? He always had the shears on the door, on the barbershop. So you got to understand that there's a haircut involved, right? So when you keep your hair trimmed, healthy, and you do that on a regular basis, that's great. When you add Shearly Naturals to it, it's like dynamite. It helps it explode, meaning you will have great moisture. You will have great length retention. You will have great manageability. For me, they consider my hair texture, what would you say, 4C? I noticed using Shearly.
Let me just.
Okay, that's crochet.
Oh, this is
This is crochet.
But this is 4C?
No, that's crochet. It's not mine. But
it's not yours?
No. But yeah. This is a style.
This is yours.
So, yes.
Right, the roots.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
That's what I'm saying. So it's Black History Month, Black
Right.
women. We can absolutely switch it up.
Yeah.
We can do braids, twists, crochet, afro. We can do it all.
I'm gonna just get a haircut, a buzz cut, just right here.
We should.
All of this is gonna stay, but this is gonna be gone.
That is so funny. I actually tell my clients that. I tell the kids, like, hey, do you want a reverse mohawk?
Reverse mohawk, yeah.
See, don't try to be like me when I get. Okay, look.
I didn't even know that was an actual thing. I was being stupid.
Well, but apparently I do too with the kids, and they actually want to do it.
But
just saying that, for me to have 4C hair, I've learned that with the right moisture, the right, you come get your hair cut and trimmed up, and then you use the products, it's like dynamite. Your hair will be moisturized, your hair will be elongated, strengthened, lengthened, so you will retain length. It's really good.
Yeah, go buy this woman's product. It's amazing. I've used it for my graduation and prom.
Yes.
And oh my goodness.
Yes.
I had curls for days.
I said, okay.
I made an afro now because I suck at making curls, but it's incredible. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And lastly, your ministry. How's that going?
It's going great.
Could you explain what you do?
So I teach the children at my church. I've been over the children's ministry for quite a while. I started as a volunteer in 2016. And then ultimately, we did move locations quite a bit. So, people transition, may not come back. We've had some people that were, over the ministry and some of their positions changed. I ended up being the overseer here within the last, I would say, maybe 4 years because of the overseer ended up being assistant pastor. So pretty much they're like, hey, you're overseer now. And I'm like, I don't know what that is, but we're just going to keep doing what we're doing.
Yeah, that's fine.
But I've been faithful in that, and I believe God is really, there's just opportunity. The faithfulness has helped with that. So,
And so you said you just volunteered one day and it just stuck
Yeah. Yeah, I felt compelled to do it. You know,
Yeah.
you get that unction,
Just
that
get
urge,
that
just
feeling
go
and
for
just
it. Yeah.
Go for it, man. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Well, that's about does it. I appreciate you.
I appreciate you, Nat.
Being on the show.
Hey.
Thank you. Thanks, Auntie. Lastly, before we do go, it is Black History Month, like I said, so instead of an ending bit, I'm going to teach y'all something. She did mention this woman already, but Madam C.J. Walker is our Black History highlight because she is, well, Miss Walker she did hair. She had a hair care line, a hair care product. She was the first female self-made American millionaire. Yeah.
Hey.
By putting her own cosmetic and hair care, by putting out her own hair care and cosmetic products.
Yeah.
So you have a bright
Inspiration.
future ahead of you. Maybe you can make another $1 million.
Hey, I
with
claim that
inflation,
in the mighty name of Jesus.
with inflation, because you know the 1800s, $1 million. Oh my goodness.
Come on now.
She also sold her products door to door, teaching other Black women how to groom and style their hair, and it was pretty darn successful too.
It really
women grew their hair. I found a picture earlier. I'm gonna see if I can find it again and put it on screen. But it's insane.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. It was tremendous. All right. Well, I thank you for being here.
Oh well, thank you.
Every guest
This
gets to keep
my
a copy of
keepsake.
it. Yep.
Oh my goodness.
That's a souvenir for being on behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes.
All the notes
Thank
that
you.
I wrote before.
We love you.
And this is the part
We
where
really
I
love
pick
you.
the guest.
Yes.
Yep, Lee.
Emmanuel Timms. I'm sorry. I'm just so proud of you.
Yep, Lee.
Oh, I have to. Oh, well.
This is the
Bye.
part where I kick out the guest. Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, take care. Bye. Okay.
Okay.
Right now?
Yeah.
Do I have to?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yes, happy Black History Month. We have one more show in Black History, and then we'll be through with Black History. Unfortunately, they gave us the shortest month, people. Be kind to yourself and to each other. And remember, for every good day you have, it prepares you for every good day bound to come. I love you guys so very much. Go with God. Bye.